I think it's the least we deserved, if I'm quite honest. I think in the first half we had a nightmare start to the game. We didn't start well 1-0, but you find a lot out about your team, and I think we can go in 2-3-1 up. Obviously the penalty missed. You think, oh, is it going to be one of them games? Then we hit the post, bounces back into the keeper's hands, but we keep going. I thought we, in the first half, so many moments and so aggressive in the high press. I think Leeds really struggled to deal with that. But in terms of how we played the game today, I think a point is the least we deserved.
Bit of class at the end from Joe Allen to put in. Potnick, I mean, what can you say about that? Did you think the game had gone at that point, or did you still had a chance? Obviously 96 minutes, wasn't it?
High quality pass. You know, we're talking about detail on pass in the 96, 97th minute at Leeds United away. Elland Road, one of the best teams in the league, if not the best, toughest ground to go to, and you have Joe Allen playing that pass into Potnick's path and saying, go and hit me, and that's the kind of level that Joe Allen is. You know, in that massive moment, you're asking for really high detail passes, and wonderful to see the two subs combine at the end.
You seemed to really enjoy yourself on the touchline today. There was a lot of desire, wasn't there, from your lads on the bench and on the field. What can you say about the whole occasion, coming back to get such a dramatic point late on?
I think I was passionate. You know, I wanted to be passionate. I want to win. Everybody at the football club, we want to be aggressive in what we do. If you come here and you sit in the mud and you sit off them, they hurt you. They hit teams for sevens. You know, the games I watch Millwall, I watch Coventry away. On other days they can be 4, 5, 6. So it just depends on how clinical Leeds can be. But we didn't want them to have that momentum, and we had to stop that momentum, and the best way for us to do it was to be as aggressive as we can, limit the spaces, work on the triggers and be really aggressive in the right moments. And I felt that for larger points of the game we were tactically excellent.
Guys? I mean, obviously you missed the penalty. I mean, sometimes, let that early goal in, then to miss the penalty, you could have really caved in.
Definitely, I'm sure teams do, and this is a place where you find out a lot about your players. You can see the nightmare start, and the players knew that, and we went through it at half time. We spoke about it. We knew exactly what they wanted to do, but the spaces became too big and they hurt us, and then get a few ricochets in the box and you're 1-0 down. The fans are involved in the game, which we didn't want. But then to talk about character, and we talk about desire and application and honesty for each other, and can you look at the man next to you in the dressing room and when you come off the pitch and say, yeah, I had your back. And that's what we wanted today. We wanted to be the best versions of ourselves. I don't think we're competing against anybody. We're competing against ourselves and what we're trying to do here. And for 5 of the 6 games so far, our application and desire has been absolutely wonderful, and to come here and get a point shows that the belief and the togetherness that we have right now.
Alan, sorry, at the back here. You said it might be the hardest ground to come to in the division. You obviously played for these fans. I mean, do you think that could actually work against Leeds in the final few weeks as the tension wraps up, that they almost care too much for the fans, and it might be a tension adds to the tension?
Potentially. Look, I'm not here to talk about Leeds or anything like that. What a wonderful football club, and they're a massive club for the division and for the Premier League, and their fans are very passionate, and they play a very good brand of football, and on any given day they can hit you for big numbers. So I prefer to focus on us. Look, the pressure is Leeds' pressure. We have our own pressures and the demands and on what we're trying to do and set at this football club at the moment.
Right. Now we're getting into the business end of the season, and obviously you need probably another 5 points, 6 points, or whatever it is to stay up. You're not far away now.
Yeah, I think we've 7 games to go. Like I said, for 5 of the 6 games, we've been as close to the best versions of ourselves as we hope for. And maybe 1 game no. We lost to Watford, which shouldn't have happened. We should have had more points in that game. We should have had potentially more points today, but understand that you have to be happy with a point coming here. But every game is different, every game is a different challenge, and every team that you're coming up against is a different fight. So that's why it's better to just focus on yourselves and continually speak and work with the individuals that we have at our disposal, and try to bring that togetherness and culture to be the strongest it can be. And today, especially to score like that so late on at a place like this, you see the togetherness and the happiness and the joy from the fans, and these are the moments, I suppose, that we're all in football for, you know. Cheers, guys.
When
Go, guys.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
When you're preparing for Leeds, which areas do you target, think, oh, we can probably get at these there? Which areas do you think we can exploit?
I don't want to go through our game plan. I don't want to pick Daniel Farke is obviously a man who knows how to get promoted from this division, and they play a brand of football. Between me and my staff, we watched 10 of their games, so we knew what they wanted to do. But after 30 seconds, knowing what they wanted to do and stopping it is obviously a totally different thing, but after that, I thought we got to grips, and in the first half we were outstanding, and really, really disappointed not to go in ahead. But after that, we knew they would come out and have a go in the second half, and we had to stand up, and we can't sit off. If you sit off and your units aren't together, the spaces become way too big, and the individuals that they have within their team, they can hurt you. So we needed to limit them, we needed to do it together, and some wonderful individual performances that I could speak about, but I'd rather focus on the whole team performance, including the subs today, because I'm incredibly proud of every one of them.